Harvey here with Riverview Road Apiary, making a video that I promised a long time ago. I'm going to show everyone how to make fondant. It's a nice weather right now. It's in February and our bees should be something where we're checking on, making sure they got enough food. So this is a very simple recipe. I have a mixer here because I'm going to be making a lot of fondant. You don't have to do that at home. You can just use a normal cutting board or something to keep the powdered sugar together and the honey. So you need some of your own honey. Don't use store-bought honey. Don't use honey from people that you don't know. Honey can spread diseases like EFB and AFB. So you just need some honey. You'll need some powdered sugar. You don't have to buy the fancy organic or powdered sugar. You can make your own if you really want to. Making your own requires that you blend it up for a while in a blender. I'm just using store-bought stuff. It does have an anti-caking added to it, but it's not enough to actually bother the bees. And then just measure it out so that you know how much you'll need going forward. So what you're looking for is going to be a fondant consistency. You'll be able to break it. I'll show that in the video when we get to the end. But all you do is really you have powdered sugar. I have a cup here. I'm adding it to this. I have a dough hook here because this will be pretty doughy. And then I have some honey actually stuck to my pad there. I have some older honey, usually just the wax residue honey that I've got left over that didn't get filtered well. So I use it for stuff like baking or something like this. And I'll just go ahead and pour some in, and I'll measure it out as I do it, and I'll let you know as we go along. Okay, I used 1/3 of a cup of honey and 1 cup of sugar, and you'll see that this is not the consistency I want. So I'm gonna have to add some more powdered sugar to it. I'm gonna add a whole nother cup to it. Like that. Powdered sugar off to the side, and we'll do some more mixing. So the hardest thing with this fondant is to know when it's done. And you'll know when it's done when it breaks when you pull it. And what I mean by that is that for this is not done. See how it's all gooey still? We do not need it being gooey. It'll run over the bees and it won't be the right consistency. So we'll keep adding powdered sugar to this, working powdered sugar in until it breaks. And I'll show that in the video, and I'll show that just in a minute. Okay, so we're about there. This is what I'm looking for. When I pull this, I want it to break. It should have this breaking motion. This way it shouldn't melt down and be on your bees through if it warms up at all. So this is super easy for them to digest. You can add stuff to this if you really want to. Remember that you got to get your viscosity right with this, but this should be stable, right? All you have in here is powdered sugar and honey. So you can throw this in the fridge or the freezer. I throw some in my car, especially in the spring. In doing so that I can add some to weak nukes and stuff, and they'll gobble this up. So I hope you learned something. Thanks for sticking around. I'm Luke with Riverview Road Apiary, and I'll talk to you later.